Let's go out to the Bay and let's talk about the San Francisco 49ers. As the San Francisco 49ers, they did beat the Seattle Seahawks in week 1, 17-13, but there was some injuries on the injury front that the 49ers are currently dealing with. Brock Purdy suffered a toe and a shoulder injury. His status is uncertain for week 2 against the Saints this week. And George Kittle was placed on IR. He injured his hamstring. He is out 3 to 5 weeks. And wide receiver Jawan Jennings, he has a chance to play against the Saints. So, when I look at the San Francisco 49ers coming into the season, I had my questions about the 49ers. And I had said that the Rams were going to win the NFC West. I think the Rams have better quarterback play than the 49ers have. I think, obviously, the Rams have better receivers with Devontae Adams, with Puka Nacua than the 49ers have. And Kyle Shanahan is a good coach, but I think Sean McVay is a better coach than Kyle Shanahan. And so when I look at the 49ers, I felt like the 49ers coming into the season, they had some issues, and then even when you look at them defensively, they were not going to be the same in 2025 than they have been in prior years, and they lost Dre Greenlaw and Hufanga to the Denver Broncos. And so, obviously, last year, offensively, they didn't have Christian McCaffrey majority of the season. He dealt with a lot of injuries last year. I felt like the reason why Christian McCaffrey wasn't good in 2024 was because the Niners ran him so many times, and they basically ran him into the ground the year they went to the Super Bowl and ultimately lost to the Chiefs. But I had questions about this Niners team going into the season offensively and defensively. Now, offensively, they don't have the same weapons that they had in previous years. They did lose Debo to the Washington Commanders, and Brock Purdy, to me, is not a franchise quarterback. Do I believe you can win games with Brock Purdy? Yes, but I don't believe Brock Purdy is a franchise quarterback like the Jaden Daniels of the world, like a Jordan Love of the world, or a Baker Mayfield, or even a C.J. Stroud. I think Brock Purdy is a caliber below at the quarterback position. That doesn't make Brock Purdy a bad quarterback, because I think Brock Purdy is a solid NFL quarterback. But I do not believe, when you look at the 49ers overall in totality, to me, the reason why Brock Purdy was so successful over the last few years was because of the 49ers' stacked roster. And I'm looking at Brock Purdy numbers since he's been in the NFL. 66 touchdowns, 29 interceptions, 9,795 passing yards. He's completed 68% of his passes. Yes, Brock Purdy is a solid quarterback, but I believe the reason why Brock Purdy was so successful was A, because of the 49ers' loaded roster over the last 3 years, and B, because of Kyle Shanahan's elite play calling. Kyle Shanahan is an elite play caller, similar to Matt LaFleur and Sean McVay and even Ben Johnson for the Bears. That's how elite Kyle Shanahan is as a play caller for the San Francisco 49ers, and I believe he has put Brock Purdy in positions to be successful. Now that you take away the 49ers' stacked roster, I don't believe Brock Purdy is good enough to overcome injuries for the 49ers this season. And now George Kittle is already dealing with a hamstring injury. He's out 3 to 5 weeks. We don't know if McCaffrey's going to be able to stay healthy throughout the duration of a 17-game season. I don't really believe in their receivers. Jennings is dealing with injuries as well. He has a chance to play this week against the Saints. Brandon Ayuk has not returned back from his season-ending injury last season. So I don't really know about this 49ers team right now. They're dealing with some injuries. I think they are in trouble, and they are not a for sure bet to win against the Saints this week. They're not. They're not. And so I just got my questions about the 49ers. I got questions about Brock Purdy. They paid Brock Purdy in the offseason, but I never felt like Brock Purdy deserved to be the highest paid quarterback in the NFL. Again, to me, when I look at young quarterbacks, I'm taking Jordan Love over Brock Purdy. I'm taking C.J. Stroud over Brock Purdy. I'm taking Jaden Daniels over Brock Purdy. I'm taking Justin Herbert over Brock Purdy as well. And depending on how Michael Penix plays this year, I might even take Michael Penix over Brock Purdy. And again, he's not a bad quarterback. You can win some games with him. But when you combine the fact that the Niners don't have the loaded roster that they once had, and they're dealing with injuries right now, I think it could be trouble in San Francisco for the San Francisco 49ers this year. And so I don't believe that they're a playoff team right now in the NFC. I believe right now they would be lucky to finish 9-8. They'll be lucky to finish 9-8. And even against the Seahawks, right? Brock Purdy, he went 26 of 35. He threw for 277 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Now, he did throw a game-winning passing touchdown late in the fourth quarter, but that ball that he threw should have been an interception. It should have been an interception. I'm looking for the player. It's the tight end, Jake Tongs. He caught a tremendous pass in the right corner of the end zone, and that saved Brock Purdy. Instead of Brock Purdy having 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions, it turned out to be 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions because this tight end for the 49ers and Jake Tongs saved Brock Purdy. But if it wasn't for Jake Tongs and Sam Darnold self-imploding, I believe the Niners should have lost to the Seahawks in week 1. But they pulled it out, and the Niners do have one of the weaker schedules in the NFL, so that's in their favor. But right now, I just have a hard time believing that they're going to make a playoff push. And I would say right now, the LA Rams and the Arizona Cardinals are both teams who I would consider better than the San Francisco 49ers right now. 2 teams right now, they're both better than the Niners are. So I think the Niners are in trouble. And I believe that they will not make the playoffs, and it's trouble in paradise for the San Francisco 49ers and 49ers fans overall.